My girlfriend came back from a business trip. And now she is acting very strange. We've been together for a year and a half, and our relationship has been good up until this point. She was out for 5 days for a business trip to a conference. Without disclosing much, we both work in the same field, but not a lot of overlap. The conference would debut a project she'd been working on. I did not go because of my own work, but she went with her co-workers on the project, and everyone seemed to have a great time. I picked her up from the airport 2 nights ago, and when I went in for a hug and kiss, she didn't return it, and just went to grab her luggage. The whole ride home, she was basically catatonic. She didn't want to talk much and would either ignore me, give me a delayed short answer, or be very short with me. The only thing I could get when I asked what was wrong was "I'm tired." When we got home, I reheated some food for her while she was in the shower. After the shower, she took her bowl, but dropped it on the way to the table and immediately started crying. I tried to comfort her and give her mine. But she angrily said she wasn't hungry and was going to bed and went to her bedroom where she ripped the blankets and her pillow off the bed, brought them into her office to the bed she uses for naps and closed the door. She hasn't really left her office since. We're now on day 2, but I do see she's coming out of her office for food. I've sent a text asking to talk, but she hasn't responded. The door is locked. But if I knock, she'll say she's okay, but napping. She won't talk to me, and I don't really know what's wrong. Obviously, something major happened. I checked social media, but everyone was smiles online. I spoke to my friend who went with her. He worked with her on the project and asked how it all went that first night. He felt the trip went well and everyone had a good time. I inquired more about my girlfriend after, and he did tell me there was a part of the trip about halfway through where she started crying over lunch, but he didn't have any other details. I don't really think she is cheating, but I also don't know what could cause this. Any help? Yeah. Wow. No idea. I mean, my guess is as good as any, I suppose. Let's go to the comments. We cannot guess at this. You are going to have to talk with her. She may be sick. She may be pregnant. She may have been assaulted. She may have cheated. She may have learned something about you while she was gone that has made her very angry. There are more things that may have happened, but those are my top 5. This may be hard to hear, and people on the internet shouldn't come to conclusions this serious blah blah blah, but I'm going to echo a lot of these comments. I have been sexually assaulted and also work with survivors. All of her behavior is indicative that she was harmed in some way. I do not believe this is cheating related at all. The extent of it, only she and the perpetrators know right now. I know you want to know and I truly feel for you. This must be so hard to witness and feel helpless in. There's no right answer in situations like this. My best advice is to try not to push her for now. Please try your best to not sound or act accusatory to her. She probably knows that her behavior could be leading you to that conclusion, and it's adding to any shame she might feel. Many victims also worry that their loved ones will react poorly. It's not uncommon for partners in particular to jump to the cheating conclusion, and it's heart-wrenching to experience on top of the trauma from the event itself. You say your friend was with her the entire time. I'm very sorry, but I would keep an eye on that. It's possible that is why she's so avoidant of you. People are also less likely to believe victims when a perpetrator is someone well known and liked to them. I'd like to add that statistically, it is overwhelmingly most common for perpetrators of abuse and assault to be someone known to the victim or their loved ones. Along those same lines, it is highly likely that whoever this was is a coworker. She could be worried about retaliation and an effect on her career. Also, don't take her resistance to talking or reporting as an indicator of guilt or dishonesty. Everyone reacts differently to trauma. Many blame themselves. She might feel like she betrayed you. She might have been gaslit by this person or people who may know into believing it was her fault or she wanted it. If you choose to talk to the friend or anyone you knew on the trip, don't make any direct accusations. You could choose to bring up the trip in general and see how they react. Your girlfriend might have been threatened by this person, and they could panic if they think they've found out.